Hi, this is Phil. I'm going to show you a couple tricks dealing with dead battery in your side-by-side. There's a variety of ways your battery goes dead. One is it's been sitting too long, it's in the garage, you're all gassed up, loaded up, ready to go, your side-by-side won't start. Another way that's fairly common is you're out in the dunes or out on the rocks. You're having fun. It's at nighttime, your rock lights are on, your stereo's blaring, your whip lights are on, everybody's having fun, and now the party's over, your side-by-side won't start. The way that we've always started a side-by-side that won't start is to remove the seat, put jumpers on the battery, start it up, you're good to go. The problem is with many of our side-by-sides, we have aftermarket seats, aftermarket harnesses, and the harnesses go through the seats and they hold the seat in place to the point where you can't take the seat out, especially if you're out on the rocks or out in the dunes. So what I have as a suggestion is a set of remote battery posts, which then you can access from outside of the car. You can jump your battery, you're back on the road again. The other thing is very important is to keep your battery charged fully at all times, particularly when it's sitting in the garage or in the trailer. So I'll show you a little secret that many of you already know about, and it's a battery tender which you attach to your battery, and then it keeps your battery charged at all times, so when you are ready to go, you don't have a problem with a dead battery. Okay, what I'm going to show you is a couple parts. This is the remote battery post system, and I purchased this through Google, and what you can see is it's two individual battery posts, positive and a negative, and a mounting bracket. So the mounting bracket then can be mounted somewhere outside the car so you can access the poles for jumping purposes. What you're also going to need is a 40-inch battery cable, and you're going to make two battery cables from this because you don't need the 40 inches. You need a shorter version. So when you cut this battery cable, what you're going to need is a couple of lugs for the other end. And now you're going to have two complete battery cables. So what you also might find is that you have used up all the room on the battery bolts. In other words, you've got so many accessories attached directly to the battery that now you're out of room. So what you might need is a couple of extended battery bolts, and then you can attach as many as you want, accessories as you want. So I'm going to go ahead and disassemble, take the seat out, and we'll start the video after we're ready to install the parts.
3.
Okay, installation is complete. You can see here, this is where I've mounted the remote terminals. One's negative and one positive, directly to the battery. Then come around inside. As you can see, I had to use the longer bolts because there's a lot of accessories hardwired into the battery. It's always a good idea to use some protector for your positive terminal. These things tend to corrode, and if you use this stuff, it'll keep that corrosion away, because that corrosion sometimes can cause you problems, as you probably know. Okay, the last step is I wanted to show you this little battery tender thing that we have. So this is just the part that stays in the side-by-side. Just feeds right up through the seat belt opening, and it wires directly to the battery. This one, as you can see, already has got one, and it already comes out here. And so this is just a battery tender, which most of you are familiar with. And this plugs into the wall, and these guys come together like this. And during the storage time, when you keep your battery charged, then it'll be ready for you at full strength when you go out the next time. Once you're in the dunes, if you do have a battery problem, if you can't get it started, you won't be able to jump through that tender. In other words, some people have tried that and it just blows the fuse. The wires are not strong enough, so the only way to jump is with your remote terminals from the battery. So I hope that answers some questions that you might have. It might save you a dead battery in the dunes, but if you do get a dead battery, you know how to jump it. Thanks for listening.